Good morning, students. Today we shall see magnetization characteristics on DC shunt generator. If you see here, this is an 3-point starter. You all familiar. The 3-point starter will have line, armature, and field connections are being given here. And if you see, the connections are given as per the circuit diagram. Taking the supply, the plus is given directly to the line, and negative is taken and being given directly to the armature terminals of the motor, and A is given to A, that is motor terminals. And here you can see the rated voltage can be applied from a rheostat connected to it, and we will be given, this is on the motor side. You can see here the motor is being taken and the motor is being coupled to the generator. So we will be measuring the voltage and the characteristics, OCC characteristics, open circuit characteristics of a DC shunt generator which is coupled to it. We have here being using two meters, one is ammeter and another one is voltmeter. Okay, the supply here we have taken is a single phase supply, that is 230 volts. Okay, this here we will call the voltage is direct voltage, that is DC. So 220 volts is being taken as the maximum, okay, on our side. So we will be connecting these values. Okay, you can see the circuit diagram here. The circuit diagram is taken and being given the supply 0 to 220 volts, and here the switch is being taken, and you can see here that 3-point starter is being given connection. This is directly connected to the field rheostat. This field rheostat is adjusted to achieve the rated voltage, and the armature is being taken and being given connection to the motor. Here the motor terminals are being taken and FF and AA are shortened and given back to the supply terminals. Here the generator side we will be placing our voltmeter across the generator terminals, and an ammeter is placed between the rheostat, such that when we apply this rheostat being varying, we can get the readings according to the supply voltage in steps of rated current. That means the rate we will be varying the rheostat totally to achieve the required critical speed of the machine, and also critical field resistance also calculated. You can see here the characteristics are drawn like this. So we will consider this field current and voltage by varying the rheostat by varying this rheostat connected across the generator side. We have connected this rheostat. By varying this rheostat, we will get the readings of the field current in steps of field current. We with respect to the field current and voltage, we draw a curve called OCC curve. We draw a curve called OCC. OCC is nothing but open circuit characteristics or magnetization characteristics of a DC shunt generator. Okay, students. Okay, so we will make on of this circuit. Okay, this is TPST switch. You can see DPST switch. This is dipole single throw. Okay, one time we will be making the on. Okay, once the supply is given, you can see here the voltmeter, and it indicates and the light will be on, and we will be oning our 3-point starter. You can see by applying a small, okay, we must not give high push, we must give a gentle push. The generator is made on now. When the generator is on, first of all we have to take this reading rheostat, and this rheostat is being adjusted to reach the required rated voltage rated speed. Sir, please check that. Okay, now we have seen that rated speed is been obtained. So we here have a voltage. This voltage is called residual voltage. Why? Because though we have not made the generator side on, okay, the motor is coupled to the generator, so only we will get a voltage being induced. This voltage is called residual voltage. That voltage is called residual voltage. So the voltage is present at the mere part, so it is being present. That voltage is around 35 volts. Okay, you can see the reading 35 volts, and the current is 0. Okay, now we adjust the rheostat. Now we will start to adjust the rheostat. Okay, first I am applying, you can see here rheostat also, you can see the rheostat is also varying. Okay, first I have kept 0.5. okay, for 0.05. okay, you can check the reading here. See, this is 0.1 and this is 0.05. okay, I will adjust 0.5 accurately. Okay, always remember students, whenever you see the reading in the scale from the top point of view, the mirror must show only one needle, that indicates no parallax error. Okay, now the ultimate the reading here is, the current is 0.05 we have taken, and for that how much we got? 50 volts. Okay, now next one, third now we adjust again the rheostat simultaneously to reach 0.1. okay, 0.1. okay, see 0.1. okay, for 0.1 how much of the voltage we got? Dear students, you can see for 0.1 we got 110 volts. Now similarly we adjust that for next for 0.15. okay, we are adjusting this rheostat 0.15, we got 140 volts. Next one, if you see here, next one is 0.2. We got 170, around 170 volts. Okay, 170 volts, 170. Okay students, next adjusting again 0.25. okay, adjusting 0.25, we got around 190, right? 190 volts. okay, next 0.3. okay, 0.3, you can see the reading, that is around 200 and that is not reaching there, so I will be taking 206 volts. okay, next one, you can see here, next one is 0.5. okay, 0.35. okay, see that reading sir. okay, 0.35. 0.35. okay, the reading is around again it is reached to 214 volts. okay, it is more than that, right? 214 volts. Again we will be adjusting this rheostat to 0.4. okay, for 0.4 the reading is 224. okay, 224. next one we are adjusting that to again to 0.45. okay, 0.45. okay, that is around 230 volts. okay, next one 0.5. okay, I will go 0.5. okay, RH 0.5, it is 240 volts. okay, next one 0.6. 0.55. okay, 0.55. okay, from here onwards not much variation, but we will get variation 244 volts. okay, and for 0.6. okay, 0.6. okay, right, 0.6 we get 250 volts. okay, I am taking to last reading. okay, 0.7 directly. Okay, why? Because we will get a graph almost more. 0.7 we get around 258 volts. Okay, see 258 volts, we got 0.7, we got 258 volts. Okay, 258 volts, these are all the readings, corresponding readings. Okay, dear students, I am again resetting my rheostat to back to the original position. Okay, and again I am bringing my rated speed to normal speed. Okay, and you must not switch off this 3-point starter by hand. Why? Because we have to off directly such that it will come to its original position. Okay, one thing we have to remember in this test, that is due to residual magnetism of 35 volts initially, the test conducted on this shunt generator will give results more than 230 volts. Normally how much of the voltage we have applied, that is around 220 volts is the DC voltage applied, but here it gives more voltage on the generator side. Due to this residual magnetism we get 258 volts, which is a more than the desired voltage. So the magnetization characteristics will have and good characteristics which will be exhibited on a generator to study the generator characteristics for different reasons. From these magnetization characteristics we will be calculating the critical speed and critical field resistance, where you can see here, once if you plot these two, the graph, we will take a tangent and draw on the curve, and wherever it is being joining, you take those two readings like this, and this reading is being taken as EOC, that is open circuit voltage, and this is ISC. Then this current this resistor is called critical field resistance, is taken as EOC by ISC. Okay students, you can calculate like this critical resistance, critical field resistance also. Okay, this is regarding the magnetization characteristics of shunt generator, DC shunt generator. Thank you so much. Stay safe.